Thinker.
Hello there guys, it is Consocious Gaming here, and this is our new little series that we're doing. It's called Let's Talk, and today's episode is about exams. So I'm just going to give you a few little tips, and hopefully they'll help you out. Obviously I'm not an expert on these, but I'm going to give you my little like what I thought about exams and the things I learned from doing them back in my year 11 days. So yeah, let's get straight into this. Now the first thing I just want to say is maths and English are probably the most important things you can revise, the most important things that you pretty much need to get a C on. If you don't do that, pretty much anything that you do, you'll need to redo your GCSEs if you don't get that C. So yeah, it's honestly crucial that you do so, as it will be quite annoying in, like, for example, college, if you have to retake your English and maths when everyone else has a break or they get to go home, you have to stay on and do your English and maths, which would be quite annoying, especially if you had a long day and then you'll have to carry on working when everyone else gets to go home. So yeah, so basically if you're not going to revise at all, if you're lazy like I was, definitely revise English and maths. That's pretty much what I did, and I ended up getting B's for them, which was more than enough for the course I wanted to do, etc. So yeah, definitely revise for your English and maths, as you need that C. So yeah, and the next thing I want to say is make sure you get all the equipment that you need. So be prepared before you start an exam. For example, maths, a scientific calculator will be very helpful, as most people in my exam for my maths didn't actually have a scientific calculator, and there was actually a question where you required one and there wasn't enough to go around. So you will actually waste time needing to borrow items, like if you have to raise your hand and ask in an exam because there isn't enough to go around. So yeah, definitely have all the equipment you need ready before you actually go into the exam, as yeah, it could also be quite annoying for other people if you're not equipped and they are, for example. So yeah, definitely get everything you need before you start. And the next point here is to revise. Basically, you regret not doing enough in the end of it, trust me. Like, you'll always want more. When you get your results, you might be disappointed, and you're just going to think back and be like, oh, if only I didn't stay up those extra hours to play on games or whatnot. So yeah, definitely make sure you do your revision. It's going to be boring and you won't enjoy it, but you can find ways to make it enjoyable for yourself if you can. There are lots of different ways you can do that. Like, the internet is a great resource for revising. You can do like little quizzes or whatnot on there. So yeah, try and make it enjoyable. The best advice that I got given in secondary school was to do 30-minute chunks of revision, have a 30-minute break, come back, do some more. And yeah, keep doing that, and that's the best way to do it. It's scientifically proven, in fact, as well. So yeah, in those 30 minutes like that you have off, make a cup of tea, watch a bit of telly, come back with a clear head, and then you get some more revision done. And it's best to change up as well. So if you were doing maths one time, have your break, come back and do English, for example. So yeah, that's probably one of the best ways to revise. It's how I did it, and yeah, I definitely thought it was very helpful for me. Now the next tip here is when you actually sit down and do your exam, the best thing to do is to focus on the first 10 or so questions in the exam. For example, in maths, the first 10 questions are probably the most crucial, as that's where most of the easy marks are dropped, and those easy marks that are dropped will cost you getting a C or a D. That's one of my the things I remember the most that stick out in my head about my exams was my maths teacher. They literally made us focus on the first 10 or so questions, as that basically secured you the C if you got them all right. So if you get the first 10 questions completely correct, if you spend your time on them, the first 10 questions, and then the harder ones at the end, leave them towards the end. Like, obviously don't rush through the exam. So yeah, it's probably the best way to do it, as you will find that you will get the C easier if you get all of the first marks absolutely correct. Obviously if you find something difficult at the start, then you can leave it and go on to the next. Don't like try and sit there for ages figuring it out. come back to it at the end. It'll probably help you out. So yeah, that's my little tip there and what I got taught. Now the next thing I'm going to say is to take water. I remember in one of my exams I got like a really bad sore throat and I was gagging for some water like the whole time, and it really did distract me quite a lot, not gonna lie. So yeah, if you can, take some water, and obviously you have to take off the label, so make sure you do that, take off the label, and yeah, you'll be fine. You can take in water into exams. Yeah, and the next thing I'm going to say is don't put your hands under the desks and expect to come out not disgusted, as I'm sure you all are aware. The amount of gum that's underneath the desks in exams and in classrooms, for example, is quite ridiculous. So yeah, don't do that, because you will regret it a lot. But yeah, that's all I have to really say. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how I found my experience. So I'm just going to say right now, so yeah, I'm just going to say quickly though, like, enjoy your time in secondary school. Like, if you're just starting your exams now, hopefully this video has helped you out in any way. But yeah, so yeah, and just enjoy your secondary school days, as you will definitely miss them. Like, I always thought when people told me, oh, you're not going to miss secondary school, you honestly do. When you grow up and have to start working and your college, when it gets like a lot harder in college, you'll definitely look back and think how easy you had it. Like, GCSEs aren't really that difficult, and not having to worry about having a job or whatnot, or what you need to pay for, it's honestly one of the best feelings. So yeah, definitely enjoy like the times you have, the remaining times, because it will change pretty quickly from GCSEs up to A-levels, or if you go on to do a BTEC or an apprenticeship. So yeah, definitely enjoy what you're doing at the minute. But yeah, as I've already said, English and maths is absolutely crucial. Even if you wanted to join the army now, you have to do English or maths. You need your C. So yeah, I can't stress that enough. If you're not going to revise, English and maths is what you need to revise. But yeah, honestly, school will be one of the best times of your life. It'll probably be one of your memorable. And yeah, that's all I have to say right now. If you guys are interested in this series and you want more, I can certainly do more. I'm going to think of some new topics to talk about. And if you are currently doing your exams and you saw this video, let me know how they're going, and good luck to you, honestly, because obviously this is your life you're planning right now. So yeah, good luck, best of luck to everyone, and this is Consocious Gaming signing out. See you guys.